What is up, guys? It is Mitchell or Deity, and welcome to part 3 of the guide. This part was very hard to figure out what the best step-by-step structure was going to be. There's a million options you can take from right here as to how you want to progress your account, but we're going to go in. First thing, I'm going to rip my daily summons for the day, see what we get, and then we'll start getting into progression, just see if we get anything cool and funny. So I am doing a stream guide account. I was able to get Harsetti on that account, which is awesome. So right here, we didn't really get anything. We did get Camilla. We will be using her later. She is a free character, but let's go ahead and do the last summon. And now the point we left off at within the guide was going to be beat Wyvern. Okay, that's where we got to. We defeated Wyvern, and now we are able to clean up and get we've already finished the reward, so now you can hit back and we can start the next batch of missions. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Golem, and with Golem now we can go in and start working on getting Sirmia. This is something we want to do to try to get some of these extra charms, but we are going to wait for a second before we do that and progress some of the main story. Okay, so the first step that we want to do is go in and get our core story team pushing again. Okay, we will go back and finish more of those hunt challenges, but for right now, we want to get it through as many of the Orbis guide missions as we can. So in order to do this, we have to utilize the little bit of resource we have. Now, you will be on day 3 login. Once you're on day 3 login, you are going to be getting this free HP set. This free HP set is very good, and we are going to be utilizing the 2 pieces here, the necklace and the ring. So as you got to part 8 of the Orbis mission, or I believe it's part 8, you get this free speed set, or free HP set. We utilize that on Brieg. Then later on, you're going to get a free speed set. So our Angelica is still in our Grace of Growth, if you've been following along so far. So we're going to go ahead in to our heroes, and we need to level up our gear. We are going to utilize Angelica until we get Tamarinne. So there's a free character we are going to be getting as we progress into our account more, and that will end up taking over our Angelica spot, and we will end up just putting Angelica's gear over onto her at first, but she will work on anything. So the first thing I want you to do is go in here and put the HP gear that we just got on your Angelica, and then switch that out. And now our goal is to level up. We're going to use Tieria and Sigret just to clear some of the stories. So our Sigret does have low crit chance, but she will be fine in order to get through what we need to do. And then we will end up going back to our ML5 once we get through and are able to upgrade more of our gear. But for right now, one of the things I want you to do is go to your Tieria, make sure her chest and her helmet are plus 12. She needs that extra survivability going into these next stages. These pieces of gear cost less to upgrade, and we will be able to put them on one of our PvE characters for the long term of our account. Now we want to go to her right side gear. As you see, my boots and sword are level 12. If you guys have upgraded any other gear, just know you can mix around your gear in any way you want. If you want to upgrade Spectre Cerebria's gear or RB, whichever one, this free attack set, and have it on her, you can mess around with your gear a little bit, but it's overall going to be the level of the gear. So if you want to copy exactly like me, you will have the exact same amount of charms I have. I have not claimed anything outside of what you have seen me claim within the guide. So with this though, we want to upgrade this to +9, and then we want to upgrade it just for as far as we can. So I'm going to throw the 24 in there, and I'm going to go over to the ring now and upgrade it to +9, see what we're at, and then I'm going to go a little bit higher. So there we go. Now I'm going to go to +12 on this. We have 4 charms left. We're going to go +12 on the necklace as well. Okay, so from here, go ahead, boost it to +12, and now her stats are going to be much, much higher, and our Sigret's gear is in a very good position, +15 on everything, because we had her built up for Wyvern. Now, from here, I want us to buy a exclusive equipment for free Spirit Tieria. So go in here, go to exchange. That's actually the wrong spot. Oh, no, it is the right spot now. I thought that was going to take me to the crafting. But I want you to come down and just get any exclusive equipment for your free Spirit Tieria. Whichever one is fine. This just gives you extra attack. It's going to help her do more damage. In terms of which I think is the best one, I like the skill 2 or the number 2 or number 3 one. Getting immunity for your team is fantastic, as well as stripping on the skill 2 is also great. The skill 1 is okay, but only against dark enemies, so it has less use case overall. But I'm just going to do one that dispels 1 buff. That's good enough for me. I'm going to take it, and we are going to equip it to her. So the last thing for getting our core team ready is we do need to upgrade Angelica's gear a little bit. One of the things with you're getting gear for, or getting charms, is you are going to be able to do arena. When doing arena, you are going to be able to go to the shop down here, and you can trade in your conquest points for charms. So as you see here, we have 1,000. If you would like to, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and buy 3 of each charm. Yes, you can buy gear with this as well. So I'll just buy 3 of those, and then I won't buy any of the others. Well, let's buy 4, 2 for each. We don't have to level our gear up a ton right away, but we want at least a little base. You can skip that if you did have a little bit of extra charm, but let's go in. I'll show you the final spot the Angelica is going to be at. I am not going to buy an exclusive equipment for her because she is not for long-term use. Her gear will end up going over on Tamarinne, and we will end up taking Angelica out of Grace of Growth. But I'm just going to level the sword to +6. The sword on Angelica doesn't do a whole lot because she's not there for damage, but I am going to take the helmet up to +9, probably to +12. And it is way cheaper to upgrade these pieces of gear because they are ogre gear, and these will end up going on our PvE characters long term. That's why, again, I had to take the time to try to plan out what our exact characters were going to be and what gear we were going to use on them, and this was the cheapest overall for the amount of charms we have. So I'm going to go ahead and +9 this, and depending on the amount of charms, what I'm going to do is now +12 all the pieces that we just did, since I have enough charms for that. So I'm going to go back +12 this, and the thing is this gear will end up going on her Tamarinne at first, and then later on it will end up going on another support character. This gear will forever be usable for PvE, even though it is not the highest quality of gear, but for the cost of charms, it is very worth it. So there we go. And lastly, we want to upgrade this. We did just buy 4 of these charms. I have 5, but we bought 4 of them. I'm going to go ahead and boost this just to +6 for now. That will be fine. And then lastly, I'm going to boost this to +6. These, again, HP pieces that we got were from logging in for day 3. If you have not logged in for day 3 yet, you can go ahead and try to work around not having these 2 pieces. There aren't a lot of HP pieces you can get. There are some in the arena shop, but if you are ahead or working ahead of the guide schedule, then you can try to find some extra HP right side pieces. Otherwise, you can mix around your team. You can try to use Brig, Sigret, Free Spirit Tyria, and your ML5 you picked, and see if that'll work. But having a healer, this just helps us get into the position of using the common team that we're using, or going to be using for it. So it's going to be Brig, Tamarinne, Spectre, Tenebria, and then Tyria until we find a replacement for Tyria for the longer, harder, or further along chapters, because those stages get harder. Okay, now the next thing I want us to do is Free Spirit Tyria. We need to get that last awakening. This is going to be a mission we have to do anyway. So I want you to go over into your go over into your battle, and I want you to go to your spirit altar and now go to the light altar, and I want you to beat hell. Once you beat hell, it's going to give you enough epic light runes to fully awaken her. Okay, so go ahead, switch out your team to make sure you can beat this. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and throw in Brig in place of Spectre Tenebria for now. Again, this is just a momentary team until we get everything else we need to unlock, but this will beat everything. I had to go through and test it to make sure that this would clear all that we needed to. So now I am going to be back here. Once this is finished, we're going to level her up, and then we're going to start grinding through the Orbis missions again. Okay, so now that you have cleared that up, you are going to be able to come out. If you're watching the guide later, these carrots are something that is an event that's happening while I am making this guide. These will not be there for you later. I'm sure that's going to be a common question over this guide. Over the whole guide series, you're going to see these carrot items. You're like, what in the world are those? I'm not getting those. It's because there are time-limited events at Epic 7. So if you're starting this in June or July, starting Epic 7, you are not going to have the same events we do. You'll probably be getting some other kind of currency or resource during your farming, if anything. So now that that is done, what I was saying was we need to go in and upgrade our Tyria. The reason we are using Sigret over ML5 again is because the gear is already on her, it's upgraded, plus we have her skills maxed out. If you followed along last episode of the guide, we +15'd her. Okay, her being at +15 is huge. Now Brig, what we want to do with him is get his skill 3 up to +3 for the cooldown. Okay, the rest of the skills I do not care about, but we want him to be able to utilize his skill 3 as much as possible. And getting to that 3rd upgrade, you will have a 1-turn cooldown on the skill. Our current Brig is built for bulk. The reason we are doing this and not building him on a damage build is because we want to utilize him in our expeditions, and we are not going to have as good of gear, so this is just going to allow us to do that a lot easier to set up our first teams, and eventually you'll min-max and create a better Brig over time. Now, with this, our Angelica, again, there's her stats, and now our Tyria we want to awaken, because this last awakening is going to be crit chance. Okay, with beating this, you see we needed the epic light runes. With beating the last difficulty of Spirit Altar, you can now go into reputation and you can claim all this and then go down to this tab here, and you're going to get 8 right there. That will give you enough that we needed to boost up our free Spiriteria. So we can go ahead and grab that. Make sure always click your upgrade lasting effects. That's going to give count boost for you. So that's overall equipment enhance or equipment unequip costs less. There are different abilities for each different one. So claiming this will give me a bunch of charms. A bunch of charms, actually. That's really nice. And some extra Molagora for things that we've done. You guys have likely already claimed this, but this is a tab that it's very easy to forget about because it's in a new spot. But make sure if you ever see that that is lit up, that you are going to go in and grab anything that you can from here. Okay, so now that is done, go back, upgrade your Tieria. And now once you see this, we are going to be getting the additional 8 crit chance. That's really nice. Okay, if you need any of the resources for doing so, that's why we didn't use the resources it gave us for Cigarette on Cigarette, because we're using them on Tieria. Okay, that's why we use the potion on our Cigarette. Now, after we've done all that, you also have the ability to memory imprint. This is going to be very good for all of your 4 stars and 5 stars. At first, you might want to hold on to your characters, but your 3 stars, you are pretty safe to just feed them into each other, but always lock one of every character. I didn't explain that too well right there, but if you see here, imprints are going to feed into the character and upgrade their skill here up to S or triple S. With that, you're going to be able to get additional stats. I believe I talked about this on another episode of the guide, and within this, you can have 2 different abilities. You can either have an AoE imprint. As you see here, all the different areas are lit up. These are your different team spots. Or you can click it, and then you have self imprint, which allows you to get more crit chance. So if your Tieria, as you see here, we're at 89 crit chance. As we get imprints, if we were to unlock this, which you can get 2 a week from the Transmit Stone shop, we could get an extra 8.4% crit chance on her. Okay, and this is for all different characters, have 2 different types of imprints you can do. Imprints are not the biggest deal in the game, which is a good thing. It lowers the overall pay to win of Epic 7. In other games, imprints or duplicative characters are valued extremely high, but in order to get the ego fragments, as you see here, we're in the Transmit Stone shop. I'm going to go ahead and just buy both of them, and I'm going to go and give 1 to her so she has the extra crit chance. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to click this and bang. If you do not have the duplicates or anything to feed to her, it's okay. Your Tieria is still going to be great, but I just want to show just in case you are having these extra characters. Now, one thing is as you're summoning, you're going to be getting bunch of different characters, and inventory is going to be getting full. You can upgrade your inventory as much as you want. I usually just, as I'm running out of space, will upgrade it a little bit more at a time. I don't just go in and slam it all at once, because having the Sky Stones early is nice. But what I do is I lock 1 of every character. I highly advise doing this because you never know when a character is going to be super good, but lock 1 of each character, and then every duplicate character from that point for 3 stars, memory imprint them into each other. This will clean up your inventory space. 4 stars and 5 stars are different because there are Moonlight counterparts to a lot of the different characters. So an Armin, if you get the character Crimson Armin, which is a Moonlight 4, you can feed Crimson Arm or this green Armin into the other Armin. So 4 stars and 5 stars, always hesitate before using them for imprints, but otherwise your 3 stars, again, just save 1 copy and slap them in there. You cannot do this wrong as long as you have 1 of each character you've pulled. Okay, that is how you clean up your inventory space. But now that we have our team pretty well good to go, we're going to go in and start going through the Orbis guide. So one of the missions was enhance hero skill 3 times. That was our Briggs skill ups that we did. Okay, we'll claim that. Next up, we have to enhance artifact 2 times, clear 440 in Abyss, and then do 3 arena battles, which is going to give you more conquest points. If you did end up spending some conquest points on charms, you're going to get a bunch more as we go through these missions. You will be fine to buy some of the gear out of that if there is some pieces of gear that people told you are good, or we will end up buying some throughout the guide. So try to hold on to as many of those as you can, but they are a farmable resource. If you do run out and see me still have some, that just means you need to go do more arena fights, and you can trade Skystones in to do more arena. So I'm going to go ahead and go do these 3 things, and then I will come back and beat episode 2, chapter 6. So let me go ahead, go to Abyss. I'm just going to clear exactly what it says, go to stage 40, and then do the other 2 missions. In terms of the artifact upgrade, I'm just going to upgrade the artifact that is on my Brig. So whatever artifacts on him, whether it's your Aureus, Steadfast Gatekeeper, I'm on a 3-star artifact on Voice Pipe. I'm just going to put 3 different individual charms in it to level it up. Okay, so I will be back once all of this is done. Okay, so I went and completed those 3 missions. Again, I leveled up the things, or the artifact on my brig. You only had to do it 2 times. I said 3 earlier. But I'm going ahead and claim all of these resources here, and then now it wants us to clear episode 2, chapter 6. So I'm just going to go in, I'm going to clear through all of this with the team that we're currently using. Our current stage is we're on chapter 5. So we do have quite a bit of clearing to do, but I'm just going to go in, utilize this core team. Again, the reason we're using Cigarette for this momentary part is because that's where our gear and upgrades currently are. We are going to go back and end up switching all of these characters by the end of this video is the goal. And then next video, we'll be going into the hunt team. So just in case some of you guys do not have some of you guys do not have the guild aid to unlock Tamarinne, you will need to join a guild, okay? Those of you guys that have not gotten to that part of the game yet, this is one of the most important things to do. Again, we have a Discord server that is for Epic 7 primarily. I do have a couple other games in there, but with the Discord server, you can join and try to find a guild. We have a guild recruitment tab we have over 100 people. A couple days we've had 200 people join the Discord, and they're primarily 99% new players. So with that, if you need a guild, go in there, ask for a guild. Some of you guys, because we have so many people joining and getting into Epic 7 at the time of making this video especially, is you are going to potentially need to make a guild and then go in and recruit players within there. Any of you guys that are returning to the game and trying it again that have some knowledge, if you are willing to make a guild, you will be able to fill it up within the server. Otherwise, go in there, see if you can get into one. The thing is, people are constantly quitting the game or making a new account and not logging into an old account. Those players will get kicked from whatever guild they're in, and then they have to replace those. So you can go in and try to be one of the replacements. But we used to have like 300 guilds in our Discord that were run specifically through the Discord. Now I've opened it up to be open to every guild. So no matter who you are, you can go in there and grab some new players from our guild recruitment section. Now, what I'm talking about with this is you need to request aid. Okay, aid is going to be the way you get Tamarinne. You have to do so many aids. So with aid request, you need to grab newbie penguins. Whenever you go in here, click request and go to your penguin, request it, and then donate as many different people as you can. This is where being in an active guild is very important, because the more people requesting, the more aid you can send out, making it to where you finish that mission faster. If you do not have the Tamarinne mission done by the end of this video, or you're currently waiting for it to finish, I'm going to give you a list of things to work on while you're waiting to get that part done. And then we're going to be utilizing Tamarinne to do our hunt challenges, because that allows us to build one less character than we normally would. Okay, that just overall saves us resources. So you're going to put certain things on the back burner dependent upon what you have done so far. Now, all that aside, I'm going to go back in Orbis Guide, and we're going to go through all of this chapter until this point. So I'm going to go ahead and beat all this, and I will meet you back here once I am done with that. If you're confused at what I was talking about earlier, don't worry. I will show the exact example on screen once we get there. So go ahead, clear this, and I'll meet you back here in a second. Okay, so now that we have finished, I just went ahead and did a little bit extra. You just had to finish the Distorted Demon, which actually might have been Distorted Demon. No, we had to be Convergent. So I went a little bit extra ahead, but you can go as far as you go as long as you're beating the stage. It doesn't really matter because it is retroactive. If you do complete a stage, the next batch will have it. But we're going to go ahead and claim. Let's see what we get from this. We got Justice for All. I don't see me using that artifact. And we do get another level up here, so that is cool. It's going to take us back to the main lobby for I don't know what reason. So now we're going to go back in to the Orbis Guide, and we have to own 3 level 50 or higher heroes. Easily already have that done, no problem. We have to enhance a piece of equipment to plus 15. And then we have to clear hunt 5 times. So with clearing hunt 5 times, we already have the gear on our characters to do so. That was part of why I didn't want to move gear off our Cigarette onto Spectre Tenebria, is because we're still going to have to beat these. So you have the same team as yesterday. You're going to go back in with Brig, Cigarette, Furious, Mui. Go ahead and beat that 5 times. We have to clear a Catalyst stage 3 times, which if you don't remember what that is, it's any stage in the story that drops a catalyst. We have to purchase an exclusive equipment. The problem is I forgot that this isn't retroactive. So with the exclusive equipment, if you didn't get one of the ones you really wanted, you can come in here and try to get a different one instead. If you do have all the ones that you're happy with, you can buy one for Sirmia, because we are going to be messing around with her for Golem. So you can either buy one for Cigarette, Furious, or your Tyria if you want to try to get an upgrade, but I'm content with the ones I have, so I'll just buy one for Sirmia now, and that will finish that challenge. Then from here, going back, I want you guys to now go and do those two things, and we have to enhance one piece of equipment to plus 15. We should have the charms in order to do so. So let's go back. We have our Brig piece is very close, but anything you have that you can put to level 15 that's on your characters of the core team we're using right now, Sigret, Brig, Free Spirit Tieria, and then our Angelica. I wouldn't plus 15 anything on her, but Brig for right now, I'm going to make this my next plus 15. So since I do not have enough within here, we do have the ability to go beat Hunt 5 times. That will give us the charms to finish that up. And again, if you do not have the charms to level something up to 15, you can go to your Conquest Point store, buy charms from there to level that up. So I'm going to meet you back here once I go do those 3 batches of things and clearing those stages, and then we will continue on with the Orbis missions. Okay, so once you have done all these missions, complete the Catalyst stage, purchase exclusive equipment, all of that, you can come here, grab your resources, you're going to get some more charms, and again, you can go buy the charms. Also, make sure you can go into the shop. As you're ranking up, you're going to be able to get the rank up packs within the shop. So if you click here, it has the icon next to it. These are free resources in the game. So here are 5 charms here once you reach level 35. And then here is going to be some catalysts and some spirit blooms to promote your characters. Now from here, that rank up packs actually used to be one of the best values in the game, but now that we have the current epic passes, those are better. But you can buy both. Now, from in here, though, you can go over to event, and once you reach level 35, you're going to be able to get this resource, and also just check to make sure there's nothing within here you can get. These are just free extra resources, but we got an extra 10 summons, so I'm going to go ahead over and rip them while we have them, and I am doing a little bit of background battling in the background, but that is just the Catalyst stage. That's one thing that you will be doing a lot of is Catalyst background farming. Okay, nothing special looking here. Nope, still no characters. So those of you guys that feel bad about not getting anything, don't worry, I'm not getting anything either. So I'm going to save the rest of these summons for the end of the video because we will have more by the time we get there, and I'll do one little summon session so you guys can see what all I get. But now we need to go in and upgrade that one piece of gear to plus 15, whichever piece it is, depending on where your upgrades have gone so far. Just make sure any single one of them will be good. So I'm going to go ahead and take the ring, put it to plus 15, and we do have a little bit of extra charm left over. So with this extra charm left over, we have the ability to either get more damage on her, or we could get a little bit more bulk on our Angelica. Multiple choices. So I'm going to go here and just upgrade this to plus 9. This will give her an additional 2% HP, not a ton, but at least a little bit. And then we're also going to go down to the ring and upgrade this to plus 9. If you guys aren't able to do this again, if you are not on this day login to have this gear yet, try to find something that will work in terms of gearing, but overall, each part of the guide is going to be correlating with the day login that you would be on. So part 3 is the 3rd day login. Part 4 will be the 4th day login. So I will be utilizing some of the resources from that day's login. That's why at the end of each video, I try to give you a list of things you could work on while waiting for the next episode of the guide. Okay, so here, once we do that, we're going to be able to get, this is an additional 10 charms, which is awesome. And we get all that gear that we're getting is very, very good, by the way. All that speed set gear, if it rolls well, it could be some of the best pieces of your account for the life of your account if you get lucky and you get them right at the start of the game. Okay, so now we're to the next batch. We have to clear Malchus' consciousness 1 time, which we have to clear further in the story to unlock that. We have to enhance equipment 5 times. We get pet tickets. We have to reach 4-star with 1 pet, and we have to release pets 5 times. Know with this, I'm going to make an individual pet guide outside of this guide. That video is planned to be up tomorrow. So those of you that are curious on trying to min-max your pets, I'm not going to full cover this in the long form guide because basically it's going to take up 20 minutes of a video. So I'm going to make an individual video outside of this. I will show you what I do. You can copy it as close as possible. And then if you want to min-max your pets, go check out that other video or just search for pet guides because the pets have not changed. So other content creators have those style of videos up, and you could check out my old videos. They are the same. So from here, we can either just go ahead and start doing some story, or we can enhance the equipment. I'm going to go ahead first thing and just clear up to episode 2, chapter 7. Our characters are strong enough. We shouldn't have any problem. I have to cancel my background battle, but as you see farming in the back, we got a little bit of charm here and some catalysts that we could utilize, which we're going to be farming a ton of that because you can trade catalysts in for other catalysts. So the catalyst that you actually need. But I'm going to go back in, go ahead, get to that stage. So Path of Air, click this, and I will meet you back here once I have cleared the part that it is telling me to clear, or us to clear. So give me just a second. Okay, now once you have cleared out more of the story, getting through episode 2, chapter 7, go ahead and claim this, and then we are going to go in and we're going to reach 4-star with 1 pet. But before we do that, let's go and enhance our piece of equipment 5 times to get the 50 pet summon tickets. In order to do this, you can feed any piece of gear. Again, just go to, I always go to hero menu so I can see the pieces that are equipped a lot easier. And going through here, our Angelica, this would be nice to upgrade, but we do not have a ton of charms for that yet. So what I'm going to do is go to my free spiriteria and I'm going to give her a little more bulk. Okay, we want her to be able to survive through the next stages. So upgrading either the helmet or chest is ideal, and you can either go to, we're going to end up plus 15 this gear regardless. So if you want to go to plus 15, you can. On any of these pieces, again, this is going to be a PvE character gear set so that we can move and keep good gear on our core roster getting into PvP. Now, you can overload your characters with a little bit too strong of gear for PvE, and that's fine if that's the kind of player you want to be. We will go into that, and you can make those decisions on your account. But for right now, we're just going to keep the same style of strategy. Just everyone will end up in a different spot eventually when you decide what kind of player you want to be. Okay, all that aside, let's go ahead and now that we got those pet tickets, let's go reach 4-star with a pet. Again, I'm not going to cover pets in super detail in this guide. It will make the video very long. I'm going to have individual guides, or for right now, you can go look up another pet guide on Epic 7. It's going to be the exact same in an old guide as it is in the current state of the game. I'm going to sell all my pets that are B rank and below and release them. Once you do this, this will finish one of your missions. Some of you may need to do some summons first. But our goal here, our 3 most important pets are AP pet. The best abilities on AP pet are going to be story pet are going to be the chance of getting double AP, the chance for an extra catalyst drop, and the event currency. That is the overall best pet you can get for a new player. The second best pet is going to be your hunt pet. With your hunt pet, you are going to want chance for extra reforged materials, chance for additional drop, and then chance for a charm drop. So those 3 are going to be the best skills. And lastly, the lobby pet. The lobby pet may end up being the number 1 priority. And as you see right here, the best skills you can get are enhance good success chance, enhance great success chance, and your overall equip enhance EXP reduction. So this equipment enhance cost, it's that is the overall gold that it costs. It's not enhanced EXP. So I'm going to try to get a different one. So if you see here, that's hero level EXP. We do not care. And this is additional gold from selling equipment. That's not very good anymore. Okay, before it was a lot better. It does help a little bit in Eulogy for a Saint or if you're heavy farming, but the other pets of upgrading your gear, especially early game, is going to be better. So if we go down here, this 3.75 equipment enhanced EXP is the one we want. And with your pets, getting your first pet to 4-star, you can go all the way up to 5-star on pets. So what you want to try to do for this first pet, depending on which one you go for, whether it be a lobby pet, whether it be a hunt pet, or whichever you end up going for first, you want to make sure you have at least 1 S-rank skill. As long as you have 1 S-rank skill, you are good to go, because the second you have to mix a 4-star pet with another 4-star pet. As long as one 4-star pet has 1 S-rank skill, the other 4-star pet has 2 S-rank skills, you combine them to a 5-star pet with 3 of the S-rank skills of your choice. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to adopt. Okay, you'll have 1 free adoption per day, and I'm going to adopt some here. So there's an S-rank skill right there, and that is going to be event currency earned. So this is one of the best abilities for a adventure pet. And then we also got an equipment enhanced EXP. This is the number 1 pet for your lobby. You want the enhanced equip EXP because that makes it where your charms are more valuable. So what I'm going to do now is go out. We already have a 3-star pet here. We need to boost them up to 4-star. So in order to do that, I'm going to click him, level him up to level 30. Once it is level 30, it's good to go. Now we need to get another 3-star pet at level 20. And to do that, we need to go find the pet we just got that has the skill we wanted, which is the enhanced EXP. I'm going to go ahead and level him up, and then we're going to synthesize him. When synthesizing, you can take just a D rank pet, click the pet appearance you want, and then select the skill you want. I want the equip enhanced EXP. I'm going to confirm here, click this to guarantee the success of the combination, and then click synthesize, and this will give you an overview. Make sure it's everything you want, your pet identity or the whatever of your pet, how they look, your pet skin, and then your ability will be over here. And then make sure this chance says 100. Click synthesize, Now from here, we are going to go and level this pet up to plus 20 because we have to get it to 3 stars. So go ahead, level it up to plus 20. And now with the other pets, I'm just going to take 2 lower rank D pets of the, again, these are lobby pets. You need 1 lobby pet, and then you need 4 different overall pets for 1 for Rift, 1 for your Spirit Altar, 1 for Story, and then 1 for Hunts. So you will in total have 5 different maxed out pets down the road. Pets are very important, but again, I will go into an actual better pet guide later. Now, if you have 2 D rank skill pets, what you can do if you're chasing certain S rank abilities, so there'll be a little pet guide in here, you can go ahead, put them together. I don't care about their appearance. I don't care about their skills because they're both D rank. I don't want them to keep a skill. I am going to still put this over, and then I'm going to synthesize them together. Once you synthesize them together, it's going to give you random appearance and a random skill. So I'm going to click this, and by doing so, you have the chance to get new abilities, which could be an S rank ability right here. I did get an A rank, but it wasn't S rank, and that's fine. But this at least gives you an additional chance for getting those S rank skills that you want. Now, I believe in our Discord we have a thing that will tell you which or like a little guide that shows all the best pet rank abilities, a little picture, but otherwise I will have the video out as soon as possible. Once I do, it will be in the description of this video, so if you're watching this guide down the road, you'll have access to that right away. But now we are going to go ahead and synthesize this 2-star pet with the new one we just made. I want to keep this little blue guy because I like him, and I'm only going to click the enhance EXP because I want the secondary chance of getting another S rank skill that I want. So I'm just going to click this, leave all the other ones unselected, click this to max it out, and I'm going to click synthesize, and let's hope we get a good skill here. If we don't, it's fine. We have at least 1 S rank skill that we want, meaning that this pet will be able to be useful in making our maxed out pet. You have to have 1 S rank skill. Okay, so now that that is done, the last 2 pets we have, we can now mix them together. This is actually a Moonlight pet. I forgot that I had the Moonlight pet. That's just, nothing's different about them besides they're just a rare skin. So I am going to keep the Moonlight pet. But now for the skills to select and inherit, I do have 2 S rank skills. So the equipment enhanced cost I could leave, but since this isn't one of the main skills I want, I like the equipment enhanced good success chance. My overall best pet I could get is going to be the equip enhanced EXP, the good success chance EXP, and the great success chance EXP. Those 3 will make it to where you'll use way less charms, and that is super important for a new player. So I'm going to go ahead, keep these 2 pets. It does cost 40 resources now to guarantee the combination, but we're going to double check this. I have the 2 skills I want. I have the whatever I want there, and we'll click synthesize. And now we are going to finish it up. And bang, now we got the 3rd skill. This is not something I care about whatsoever. Okay, I got unlucky, but the cool thing is now we have the S rank ability. Now I need to go make another 4-star pet with the 2 other S rank skills I want. Once I mix them, the 2 4-stars together, it will be a perfect pet. Okay, so that is it. As long as you get 1 skill during this phase, you're going to have not wasted any time or resources, and you can go and deep dive pets later. But now that that is done, that finishes up the mission, and we can go back to our Orbis guide. And actually, I want to set him as my lobby pet. I don't know if it auto set him. It did. Okay, it kept him there. So now that that is done, go back to the Orbis guide, whichever pet you end up with. Again, with pets, you're going to mess it up probably at some point. Don't worry about it. You will over time be able to fix any mistake. As long as you have that star level of pet, you can synthesize them into other ones to still get value out of them. So don't stress too much about your pets. You get the ability to get a lot of them. Just, it costs a lot of gold, but you will be able to fix any mistake that you may have made in the or at any point in the past. So with this, let's go ahead and claim these 2 items. And now we have to clear Malekith's consciousness 1 time. To clear Malekith's consciousness, if you clicked on this before you got further in the chapter, you are not going to have it unlocked. You have to finish that getting further in the story to have this available. So now that it's done, I'm going to go in here, just bring my general team, just clear it 1 time, use all my morale, get as far as I can, and then I am going to go out and get on to the next batch of missions. So go in here, clear this, and I'll meet you back here once you get to one of the warp out gates to end the mission. Okay, so now that you're done clearing Malika's consciousness, you're going to get some extra charms, and we get another 5-star ticket. Let's see who we get here. We got Wukong. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, so Wukong is a Rift character. He was for the last Rift cycle. He's pretty solid in overall general PvE, but I would never build him for that because we already have other characters do so. But if you like the character, he's super sick. If you did get him, congrats. I will be making tier lists here coming up shortly. That with tier lists, it's just my opinion of the characters, and everyone's going to have a different opinion. So it's just basically... you check to see if I think it's a good character or not, but I'm not the judge of each character. I'll just give an opinion. You could either agree with it or not. It's okay. So going forward into the next batches here, we have own 3 6-star heroes. We've already done that. And then next up, we're going to have clear 45 in Abyss, clear Automaton 25, enhance an artifact to plus 15, and then clear Hunt 5 times. All super easy challenges for this batch, so we're going to go ahead and just knock them out. I'm going to go into Hunt first. We're going to do 5 quick battles of our Wyvern here. So just go ahead and slam that, see if we beat it each time. Probably not. We should fail one. Last time I did, I didn't fail any, so I'm due for a fail at any moment here. No fail, no fail. Hey, no fail? Hold up. Hey, there we go. That's 10 in a row. Okay, so the team from yesterday is working well, but the next thing to do, we can go ahead and grab some extra charms here. Now, I want you to go clear 45 in Abyss and 425, but for the artifact upgrade, I was slowly leveling Brieg's artifact. If you went higher than me, then you'll see why now that I was going slow on the upgrades. A lot of the upgrades I do within this guide is to try to make sure we are upgrading things as we get into the next portion of the challenges. So this, I'm going to go ahead and take it to plus 15 now, and that'll finish that mission. If you need to go upgrade a different artifact, that is fine. Level up one of your other Daydream Jokers, level up to Exorcist Tonfa, whatever it is. Maybe you got a 5-star artifact you hear is good. It doesn't really matter. So say I could upgrade this Daydream Joker to plus 15 as well. That would work just fine. But any artifact will do. Now, with that, I want you guys to go finish these last 2 things. It'll be super easy for you. Go to Automaton, clear all the way through, and then clear to Abyss 45, which will take you no time whatsoever with the current team we're using. So I'll meet you back here once you're done with those 2, and we are getting close to getting Tamarinne. It's not too far away. Okay, so once you have cleared both up to Abyss 45 and cleared Automaton 25, you're going to get some more gold transmits, so we'll be able to do even more ML summons here shortly, or Galaxy Bookmark summons. But go in, go claim all your stuff for this. You're going to get an additional 10 summons. Actually, this is Tamarinne's artifact. It's somewhat usable. It's okay. So right now we also get another 10 free summons and some more overall resources. And the day changed, I guess. Oh no, never mind. The day did not change. It is the extra summons. So I'm going to go ahead and rip these extra 10 summons right now. There is DN. If you're watching this when I make it on banner, I'm going to be releasing a video right after this goes up, but I got to get this done first. But I'm going to go ahead and rip the 10 summons and see what we get. Nothing. Oh, hopefully you guys are getting a little bit more luck than I am, because not getting much of anything so far. So going into this, we've unlocked the next batch of missions, and it's going to be own 3 level 60 heroes. Done that. Next up, it's going to be, we had to clear episode 8, we have to complete Catalyst stage 3 time, and exchange a Catalyst and Catalyst. So with this, I'm going to go in, I'm going to exchange for a Thief Catalyst. So this one right here, we are going to need them for Mui. We are going to need a bunch of catalysts. I will talk about farming these toward the end of the video, but for right now, we have to beat a Catalyst stage 3 times. So what I want to do with that is just go back into the first chapter, set this to auto farm, and beat this, and then just go through more of story. As you go through more of story, we will finish up the other stage. So let me just start this in the background so you guys can see just my general thing that I do. Go ahead, slap that in this background battle, and then from here I'm going to go in and check my reputation. But overall, the last Orbis mission for this is going to be the clear episode 8. So go ahead, start going through that. But also, again, remember, as you're clearing stuff, go into your reputation, claim all the stuff you can within this. It's a lot of gold. If you're running out of gold, this definitely helps keep you afloat. So that's another 200,000 right there. And then this is going to give us an additional 2% supporter. That's actually nothing, but you can get some extra stuff there, and go ahead and claim this for getting through your Abyss. So once you have completed this farming the stage 3 times, and then go beat the rest of the chapter with the current team we're using, I will meet you back here for the next batch of missions. Okay, so once you've cleared that batch of missions, just come back out. These rewards aren't very good this time, but you are going to be getting a artifact summon ticket here with some more charms. So right here we got Golden Rose. It's pretty solid artifact. It we'll be able to definitely use it on one of our characters. But now we're to the good spot, it looks like. We had to clear Malekith's consciousness one time. Weapon conversion. So in order to do the weapon conversion, we need to clear Malekith to get these first. It makes it easier. We have to enhance a piece of equipment 5 times, complete arena, and enhance hero skills. So what I'm going to do with this is go in, and for the hero skills, I'm going to go to my Moonlight 5 character, and I'm going to go ahead and start boosting skills. These characters will be plus 15, but you don't have to worry about which skills you do because of that. Just level them up. And one thing is, once you get a character to max friendship, you will get 3 free upgrades. But if you already plus 15 a character, you will get 3 Mologors back. So you do not have to worry about the order that you put the Mologors into the character, whether you plus 15 or friendship 10 them first or plus 15 them first. The rewards kickback is the same. So now that that part's done, we're going to go back in, and I want you to go and enhance equipment 5 times, do arena, and then go do Malekith. Okay, so for the equipment we're going to enhance, we have our free Spiriteria. I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade the chest. It's the cheapest one we can do. It costs way less charms than any other piece. So that'll give us a little bit more crit chance. That puts my Tieria at 100. Hopefully you guys are getting close. Adding consistency to her is going to be important for speed farming here in the near future. Then from here, we can go to our Angelica. I would like you to plus 12 both her necklace and ring. Okay, these 2 pieces will be very important for keeping us alive, so go ahead, slap those on there. We do have some leftover charms. We will be using them, but to go in, check the Brieg. He's looking pretty good. We will upgrade his boots eventually once we need another piece of plus 15, but go back in, check the Orbis guide. So we've enhanced the equipment. We've done the skill upgrades. Now we'll go ahead, go clear Malekith's consciousness and do your arenas. So we're going to end up with a bunch more charms from here. But Malekith's consciousness, as you see, that's as far as I got on the first one. Doing all your labyrinths will be very big for you. So if you ever have free time and are waiting for me to make the next episode of the guide or whatever, I'm going to give you again a list at the end of this episode of things you can go work on. Okay, with those things you work on, the more of it you get done, the further ahead you're going to be, because I won't finish all of them going through the guide. So you'll just end up with way more resources than I'm currently using, which is a good thing. I will eventually complete them, but the further ahead you get, the better off you're going to be. So go ahead, beat these 2 things, beat arena, and I'll meet you back here to do the equipment conversion and explain that a little bit more in detail. Okay, so once you have cleared Malekith's consciousness, go back to your Orbis guide, and you're going to be getting these speed cores. Okay, these cores are items that you get whenever you are farming hunts and you get pieces that you don't want to use. You will extract them. When you extract pieces of gear, they will give you depending on the set of the gear, it will give you these resources, these little ice cubes, for that set of gear. So if you extract a speed sword, you'll be getting speed cubes. So with this, it's going to give us speed cubes, and it's also going to give us a weapon. Now what we need to do is go over to our weapon conversion, click on the sword, since that's what it wants us to do, and we're going to go ahead and throw our cubes into it. You want to always max this. Do never convert a piece without putting the max amount of cubes in, because it will end up being a lower tier piece. I don't know if it still lets you do that or not, but we went ahead through the full max it'll do. You can also click right here, register max ingredients. We'll go over this later within some crafting things that we do on the new accounts. But for right now, go ahead and convert it. See what kind of piece you get. Okay, if you're curious on if this piece is good or not, don't worry about it. This piece has a lot of potential. It has speed, health, and effectiveness. It's perfect for any kind of soul weaving character. We just want to dodge crit damage on this piece. Now, there's multiple ways this piece could roll. Do a little breakdown. If it goes all into speed, it's a banger for anybody. Okay, high speed is always super high value. If it rolls all into health and effect resistance, that's fantastic. Then if it rolls into crit damage, speed, or health in these top 3, then we can change 1 stat per piece of gear. That's something we'll get into later, but when you're looking at gear, just know you're allowed to change 1 stat. So if a piece looks bad from the beginning, as you learn how to craft and try to like min-max and prioritize different pieces, you will be able to make some pieces that look kind of junk from the start to turn them into really good pieces of gear. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and beat my 3 arena fights, and then I'll come back once those are done, and we'll hop into the next batch of the Orbis missions. Okay, so my fights are done. Now let's go ahead back into the Orbis guide, Path of Air, claim our goodies. We just got 500 more of the conquest points on top of a bunch of extra charms, as well as charms here. Okay, our charm count is starting to stockpile. It's getting good. So we're going to be utilizing all these charms that we're getting to set up all of our PvE teams over the next couple episodes. It will go fast. So the more you farm, again, at the end of this video, once I show you what to do, You will be very happy. Now, the next thing is we want to reforge a piece of gear, and we're going to get 50 friendship bookmarks from this. So with that, we're going to go over here into our inventory. Within our inventory, click down here at the box, and we are going to have this right here. This, I want you to click. It's the Reforge Material Selection chest. Go ahead and use it and grab the Twilight Essences. This is to reforge Banshee, which is the destruction set gear we got. Reforging gear we'll go into right now. Once you claim this, it costs 200 to reforge an individual piece of gear, but we'll go back and we're going to go to our heroes. And now on our cigarette, we are able to click her boots, click reforge, and as you see here, it gives you a stat upgrade. Depending on how many times you roll into a stat on a piece of gear, it's going to get a bonus percentage on top of that. So with speed, we rolled into speed 3 different times for this piece of gear, so we get an additional 3 speed. If you're curious about the overall upgrades you can get from this, you're going to have to check out my crafting guide. I will try to make a new one, but that crafting guide from, it's about a year ago, 8 months ago, it covers everything you could need to know. I will try to remember to link that in the description. Otherwise, you can find it on my channel. So go ahead and click Reforge, and that mission will be done. And that's going to give us 50 friendship chests. Okay, with the chest, we are now going to have to friendship 10 a character. When you friendship 10 a character, you are going to get 3 free skill ups on them, or if they're already plus 15, you'll get 3 Mologora back, okay? Which either way, it ends up the same. So do not ever stress about leveling up your characters to 10 friendship before plus 15ing them. Just do it with whichever order ends up working best for you. So we're going to go ahead and receive this. And then the next missions are going to be, we have to clear chapter 2, or episode 2, chapter 9, so we have to clear the rest of that. We have to reach level 10 friendship with the hero, which is what I was just talking about. We have to equip or enhance another piece of equipment to plus 15. We have to sell 3 artifacts. So with the artifacts, that's another video I need to make, but with your artifacts, click arrange, and then you want to go down, sell any 3-star artifacts that are not Daydream Jokers. Overall, your 3-star artifacts, you're going to get so many summons that even if you sell something that's a 3-star, you're going to be fine. You're going to get a million more of them. But for this part, just go ahead, and the best 3-star artifacts are generally just Daydream Joker. Exorcist Tonfa can be okay. And then Envoy's Pipe that I have on my Brieg right now, it's an okay artifact, but overall, you will not use 3-star artifacts almost ever. This Prophetic Candlestick can be good as well, but you want to try to focus on 4- and 5-star artifacts as much as possible. Never sell them at the beginning. You want to guarantee, make sure keep 1 copy of each no matter what, because artifacts are just like characters. Every 6 weeks, there's a potential for that artifact to get a buff. It's generally 5-star artifacts, but you never know with Epic 7. So I'm going to go ahead and click sell on these 34 3-star artifacts that I clicked. Hopefully I didn't click anything wrong on accident. It'll tell you if you did. So go ahead and sell those. That mission will be done. We need to take another piece of gear to plus 15. So we have our Tieria. We could take one of these pieces to plus 15, and I'm going to take her crit damage, or her necklace, up to plus 15. Okay, doing this is going to give us 18% more crit damage, and it also hit crit chance, which is great. So this piece is a very solid piece of gear. Getting Arteria up to a state where she can farm well is very important by the end of this episode of the guide. So we're focusing everything on Tieria because she is free for everyone. Now from here, we're going to go up. We're going to claim the items that it has for us, and the last 2 missions are Friendship 10, and then then beat the story. So with the reach level 10 friendship with the character, this part is going to be up to you. The idea to do this would be min-maxing. We're going to take a character that we would not have in a general farming team. So if you go down to the characters you've pulled, potentially there's one there that's good. If there's one there that's good and you want to boost them up to friendship 15 or 10, I keep saying 15, my bad, boost them to friendship 10, you can do so by following the steps I'm about to do. I do not have any characters here that I want friendship 10. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and boost up my cigarette. It's a waste essentially, but overall it's not a big deal. I'm going to do some things inefficient so you guys don't feel bad about certain decisions you make, because everything is savable in Epic 7. You're never going to brick your account. The only bricking of your account is taking your sky stones and just randomly summoning with them. Okay, as long as you have a good stockpile of sky stones on your account, you can fix any mistake you make besides deleting a character. Okay, but even if you delete a character, your account's still going to be fine. So with cigarette, now what we have to do is again go up into your inventory here, and then go to the box, and you're going to have 50 of these boxes. Okay, with the 50 of these boxes, you can click them, and depending on which character you want a friendship 10, go ahead and click use. You want to grab the color element that they are. So Cigarette is blue, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take 40 blues. Okay, again, Cigarette's not the ideal one, but I haven't pulled any characters that I want to work on outside of that, so I'm going to go ahead and do Cigarette. So let's go ahead and take 40 of them, and then from here, I'm going to go to my Cigarette, and we need to click this icon at the third from the bottom. Okay, from here you click give gift, and you can slap these in, and as you see, we're only at friendship 9. So with being at friendship 9, we're almost there, so we're going to just go ahead in, and I'm going to take the rest of these as blue. Okay, it will take close to the full 50, and if you do try to boost up a character that isn't quite at friendship 10, you just need to go farm some catalyst stages with them on your team. I didn't mean to click back there. Okay, so as long as the character's on your team and you're burning stamina clearing stages, they will be gaining friendship. But let's go ahead and boost up the rest of Cigarette here. It only takes 5, so it was 45 total. I believe 50 is potentially enough to do any character to the max, but I could be wrong on that. You may have to do a little extra. So now you can see, now that she is friendship 10, we can back out of this. Did not know that would back all the way out. Let's go back in for the 7th time. And now with Cigarette, when you have a character that is plus 15 and max friendship, you can click skill enhance. It's going to give you 3 Molagora back. Now, if you boost up a character that is not already plus 15, you're going to have that heart currency, which will be utilized to upgrade your skills. It'll show a heart here instead of the Molagora, which is really nice. So it's a very important thing to do, especially as a new player. Molagoras are one of the biggest gatekeepers in this game. Always be very certain you're spending your Molagoras on something you actually want to. Okay, something that can be used long term. Throughout this guide, I'm going to be trying to utilize the least amount of Molagoras as possible, but over time you will get plenty of them to boost up your characters. But you will there's a certain point in the game you will hit where you're going to wish you had a million more of them. Okay, so now the last missions where we can claim this. We did get a fire summon. Again, I will summon at the end of the video, but for now, just go ahead, go in and complete episode 2, chapter 9, the lost one. Okay, so I'm already there. I went, oh wait, no, I'm not quite there. But once you beat this stage, you're also unlocking the ability to start on Tamarinne missions, but we'll go over that after we get into the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this. I'll meet you back here once I have finished that last Orbis guide mission. Okay, so once you have cleared the Lost One is the name of the episode, I believe. Yeah, the Lost One. You will be able to go to the next portion of the Path of Air. Okay, so with this, now that we're here, we have to clear Hunt on hard difficulty or higher 10 times, craft 10 pieces of equipment, clear floor 50 of Abyss, complete 3 arena battles, and enhance equipment 5 times. These are all super easy, so I'm going to go ahead and the first thing I'm going to do is try to do a 10 quick battle of Wyvern and see how our team performs for this, and then if I have to do a couple extra, I will, but I'll set it to background battle, see how many we complete of the 10. There's 2, 3, 4, that one lagged. I thought it was going to fail. 5, 6, come on, do it. 7, 8, 2 more, yes. 9, and 10. No fails, all video. Let's go, that's huge. Okay, so that is done. Now the next mission is we need to craft 10 pieces of equipment. With crafting your equipment early game, we're trying to avoid crafting as much as possible because the more crafts you do, you don't have the charms to upgrade. So if you do some crafts, you're just going to clutter your inventory. And yes, you can craft and sell to get some charms back, but the problem is when you're crafting, you have to use more resources to check pieces than you're going to get back. So no matter what, when you're crafting, you're always going to be at a charm deficit. So we are trying to avoid crafting as much as possible. What I'm going to do with this is just craft speed boots. Anything without speed, I'm going to probably just sell. This is the most simple thing to craft. Boots are very hard to get ones that are good, but getting speed main stat boots are one of the most important things in the game. I crafted 1 time. Make sure you click this over here to craft 10. That's my bad. So with the 10 crafts, just go ahead and rip that. And then okay, back to my inventory. Any blue piece you can just go ahead and extract right away. So even of the drops that you just got, blue pieces are just instant extracts. Then any non-speed main stat, especially purple gear, you're very likely well off just selling it. Okay, all this I know I can just sell. This piece I'm going to extract. I'm going to go through Again, if you need like guidance toward your gearing and knowing what to keep, what to extract, you're going to have to check out that crafting video or wait for me to get further within the guides. Like that doesn't have speed on it. I will roll that even though it's only 1 speed. And then this, I'm not going to roll. That has speed. I'm going to check it. That I'm not. Purple pieces are, you can be pretty picky with them. Not going to do that. All the rest, I'll at least give them a try. So I'm going to go ahead and just extract all of this. As a new player, you will extract more than you will as an old player because you need to stockpile these different these ice cubes, whatever they're called, extraction materials, because you trade them in for charms weekly. So each week you can get quite a few charms from them. So the more you stockpile now, the better off you're going to be in the long run, because you don't have to worry about, I need to farm Wyvern to go get some extractions to then go get these charms before the end of the week. So just get in a habit of extracting most things early on, and as you understand the game more, you'll switch off and start selling more often. So I'm going to go ahead and click extract. Now that that is done, that mission is complete. But if you do get any speed main stat boots that are not blue, you can hold on to them because they are very likely going to get rolled, even if the stats don't look too good. Now we have 3 missions. We have to complete Arena Battle 3 times, Floor 50, and Enhance 5 or Piece of Equipment 5 times. So with Enhance a Piece of Equipment 5 times, our overall goal is getting our core roster that we're using right now as strong as possible. So we've already boosted up all of our T areas pieces except for the ring. I want you to go into the ring now and plus 15 it. Okay, if you do not have enough charms for that, you can go to another piece of gear. Say, for example, if you haven't leveled up Briggs boots, you can plus 15 Briggs boots, or any piece is fine. Just whatever you have charms for, go for that. But now that that is done, we're going to get some charms or some flags back out of that. So I'm going to go do my 3 arena battles, complete Abyss 50, and I'll meet you back here once I am done with that and you are done as well. Okay, so once you've cleared Abyss 50, you are now done with this batch of missions. Hopefully, we'll just finish up the arena battles if you haven't, but you should be done with this. So we're going to get some more summons, another 6-star potion, and we're going to be getting Elvira. She's actually kind of nice. I don't mind having her. She's not the most new player friendly character and you won't use her a ton, but I'm happy we have her. So honestly, it's probably my favorite character we've gotten so far. Wukong's cool, but she's actually probably more viability toward PvP. So from here, I didn't mean to click shop. I meant to click summon. I'm going to rip my summons and we're on the next batch of the Orbis mission. So that's exciting. We're almost done for the day. I am again covering. Oh, I knew it was a spark, but okay, so we got Surin. Again, I haven't got anything. Okay, so going forward now, let's go ahead and check out the new Orbis Guide mission. So in this batch of missions, there's going to be the ability to get 2 milestone in times. This is going to open your account up for something very big. You need to own 4 6-star heroes. You should have that done. If you've been following along, you'll have the same characters I do. And then next, we have to clear the end of chapter 2, okay? The final boss can be a little bit hard. You can utilize your Archies. If you have any problems, just upgrade your gear a little bit. This team will beat it just fine, but overall, the current team that we're using without any extra upgrades, we should be fine. So we have one ability that's enhance hero skills 3 times. I would like to go do that now. So you can go to your Spectre Tenebria, enhance her skills again, or you can do some Mui skill enhancements if you do have the catalyst. So Mui enhancements are just going to make your Wyvern team more consistent, and then Spectre Tenebria skill ups are going to be good overall for you as well. So I'm going to go into Spectre Tenebria. I'm going to check out the skill 3. I'm going to enhance this once, and then the skill 2 is the most important one. It's skill 1 and skill 2 are the highest value on her. If you're using Arbiter Villager, it's the skill 3 and the skill 2. Skill 3 first, skill 2, and then Spectre Tenebria is skill 2, skill 1. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one more time. I'm going to go and take, I believe I needed, what, 4 of them? 5 of them? I'll just take 5. So let's go ahead and upgrade this. I might need one more. Do we need one more? We don't. Okay, so I'll upgrade this, and that's low Molagora cost overall so far, and that finishes that mission. So I can go back in, claim that. It's going to give us a water summon. Next, we have to obtain hero Tamarinne from connections. The bad part about claiming Tamarinne from connections is we need the milestone in time in order to do that. Next up, we need to watch Moonlight Theater Act 1. We need to beat Chapter 10 or Chapter 2 to do that. So the next mission we're going to do, shocker, is go beat the Chapter 2, the rest of it. So going back, we need to make sure we finish all of this and then go through and go all through all these stages. Again, if you have any troubles, go and upgrade your gear. If I have any troubles with the team we're currently using, I did just do this on another account, but I will come in, let you know what I changed so you do not have any problems going through the rest of this. Okay, so go ahead, start going through, and I will meet you back here once I either get stuck or am done with it. Okay, so we are on the boss of chapter 2. This fight can be very annoying because he has a lot of debuffs. These debuffs can RNG the crap out of you to where you could very easily fail it. One thing is you have Archie. Okay, so once the boss gets so low on HP, you can Archie him to get the final hit. So right here, he is relatively low. He does have this barrier. I'm going to go ahead and use it now. And with using this, it's going to break it and put him pretty low. And then my Tyria has mischance. So this mischance is very annoying. He gets boosted every time you hit him, and there's some other mechanics. It's not too hard of a fight, but if you're struggling, just know there's a lot of RNG involved. If you run it a few times, you'll be fine. There we go, we crit. Had we missed that though, we could have been in a situation where it is getting a little annoying. So there you go. Make sure to use your Archie, whether he has shield or just at a point where it'll do enough damage to get it to a point where you can beat it. Okay, Archie is going to be the best guardian for almost everything. It's very rare. I think there's only one situation where you use a different guardian in the game right now. So Archie, #1 guardian, he will get you through. I'll go ahead and skip this so I don't spoil anything in case you haven't beat it yet. So going from here, I go ahead and skip all of these different stories. So if you want to watch them, obviously do so, but trying to avoid showing too many spoilers throughout this. Looking at this though, we just unlocked a bunch of different stuff. Okay, we completed chapter 2 story. Now we can focus on getting our Tamarinne. Going into our Orbis guide, we're going to go in, claim our milestone and times, and then we are going to go and we can watch Moonlight Theater. I want to talk about Moonlight Theater real quick. This is something we're going to hit pretty hard. Moonlight Theater is a way you can watch stories to get mystic medals. Okay, and also you need to watch every story of Fallen Land, which I'm going to cover in the start of tomorrow's video, but you need to watch all of these episodes. It's 29 total episodes. You have to watch all of them. You can buy the currency to watch them with gold. It is 1000% worth it, especially if you're starting Epic 7 and there's a good character on Mystic Banner. Okay, you can get a ton of mystics. I mean, that's 29 summons right here between these two, and 500,000 gold for one mystic medal is crazy value. But one thing is you do get some free watches. You get one free watch a week. If you were to not buy the thingies, it would take you like a year to go through all the stories with only one watch per week. Okay, so it is 1000% worth buying. The gold trade-off for that, as long as there's a character with the mystic medals you're going to summon on, is 1,000,000,000% worth doing to speed up the progress. Okay, so we do need to watch the first episode of that. I will do that, obviously not on the video. And the next thing it wants us to do within the Orbis guide is going to be obtain hero Tamarinne from connections. So if we click on the upper right hand corner here, we can go to recruit. Once we're in recruit, we can click connections and there will be Tamarinne. So this is the part where a lot of you guys are going to be stuck. Okay, my other account, I already have Tamarinne. I'm good to go to make the next episode of the guide. I will have to make the next episode on that account, and I'm going to try to get it done tonight, actually. So it will be up much faster than this one was. But with this, it probably is going to be up tomorrow night is the fastest I'll get it done. But don't worry, you see me only at 9 of 20. You will struggle with this potentially. If you need a guild, join the Discord. You need to be an active guild to requesting, I keep saying requesting aid. You want to request penguins. With penguins, you will be able to, as long as a bunch of people are in your guild requesting it, you're going to be able to finish this, I believe, in 3 days, as long as you keep on top of it. You need to be greedy and watch it like a hawk and donate every chance you can. Keep checking your guild, keep donating any aid to other players. Now, with this, once you finish that is what it is. I'll give you some stuff you can work on while you're waiting to finish this, because we're going to be getting Tamarinne before we progress any more in terms of the story or in the hunt challenges. So we need to purchase the Bittersweet Desert Festival. So we did just get 2 milestone and times. These are the currency used to buy these side stories. One of these side stories that you should be buying or already bought, you need to buy Unrecorded History. It's 100,000 gold and you buy it and it's going to give you like I already bought it. Okay, well, I don't know, this is glitch for me. That's not good. If it's glitch for you guys, I'm sure it's already being worked on, but I will check the official content creator Discord to make sure it's reported. But the 2 ones you want to buy from here is going to be the Bittersweet Dessert Festival. So go ahead and buy this. You have to fully finish this to unlock Tamarinne. Now, the next milestone in time, the best purchase is going to be Eulogy for a Saint. This is going to be one of your main farming areas. So go in here and you can buy this as well. One thing with Eulogy for a Saint is you do not want to finish Eulogy for a Saint. You want to get to the end of it and then never complete it. But with Bittersweet Dessert Festival, you need to click record complete, which I will show here shortly. So with this, I showed you what to buy. I want you to go through Bittersweet Dessert Festival, fully clear it. So just go into each stage. Whenever you're going through the stages, you're going to have to enter certain stages twice. So once you get like to this split, you're going to have to go in, choose one answer, leave, go back in, choose the other answer, and it will unlock both the upper and the lower route. So know that you can re-click in and go through those. But I want you to go fully clear this, get your full reputation, all these items out of it, and then we're going to complete it, but I'll come back to show you how to do so. Now, that is the only other thing we're going to be doing with this episode of the guide. I'm going to show summons, and then I'm also going to progress my Eulogy for a Saint. I'm going to get to the stages where you farm and show you how to farm properly, and then give you the list of what all you can work on while waiting to get all the aid for your Tamarinne. And if you want to work ahead, you can, but having Tamarinne will make everything infinitely easier. So you don't have to wait for me, but if you are wanting to, I'll give you all the things you can do in order to occupy your time. Okay, I'll be back once I finish this stuff. Give me 1 second. All right, I am finally done. We're going to be wrapping up this episode of the guide. So those of you guys, the thing we were working on currently was the Orbis guide. Okay, with this, we want to unlock Tamarinne. To do so, we need to finish up the missions for the Bittersweet Dessert Festival. So once you purchase it, you can claim it here. And then next up, we need to record complete it. Okay, so in order to do that, we need to go over to Side Story, the Book of Memories. Once you fully go through and complete all of the different stages, make sure when you go to Reputation, you are getting every single item from this. Go ahead, receive it. And then now I want you to, well, hold up, receive all, my bad. Receive it, and then from here I want you to go and click Adventure, click up here, receive all of these. Okay, sorry, brain fart there. Okay, once you have all of this, you can now go back out and you can record complete it. Okay, you have to click this for this mission or for this side story, but do not click this for Eulogy for a Saint. Okay, so come in here, click record complete, and you're good to go. Okay, now that you've done this, you get a pet and you get all of the missions done for her, except for the aid. You need to work on getting the aid finished. Once you get Tamarinne, that will be the start of the next episode of the guide. So from there, the other thing I wanted you to do was to buy Eulogy for a Saint. With Eulogy for a Saint, you can go through the missions. I always get to the end of the everything. I usually don't claim this stuff here. I guess I can go ahead and receive it. Some extra gold, 210,000. But go into Adventure. You want to get to the part 3 of this. With part 3, you can farm either 3-9, 3-10, 3-8, or 3-7. Either one of those. I usually do 3-9 personally. I used to like the cattle set drop. But with farming this, what you want to do is set your Free Spiriteria. The reason we've been focusing on Free Spiriteria so much is because she is our main farmer. Next up, the next step for this is you want to be friendship tending characters that you want to utilize. So for PvP or PvE, whichever, it doesn't matter. You want friendship tending your characters, and when you're farming, you always want to be pushing toward that. So the characters I'm going to put in are just whichever ones I think are going to be the overall best on my account. So I'm going to go ahead and throw Rowana, Elvira, but you guys can pick whichever, and your goal is to get them to friendship 10. Now, once you come into us, just click start, and then turn all your other heroes' skills off, and then watch it farm. So Tieria one-shots that. Next up, Tieria one-shots this. And as you see, my character's leveling up, but even if your characters are max, you will just get more stigma for it. So the higher stigma you have, the only bad part right there is we do not have enough damage to fully kill the last enemy. One thing you can do with this is put your Free Spiriteria on attack boots. So right now, our cigarettes on our attack boots. If you're going to be farming unrecorded history instead, or sorry, if you're going to be farming this Eulogy for a Saint instead of hunts, go ahead and switch that off cigarette. And then if you're going to farm hunts, switch it back. It is a little annoying, but until you get the gear, you may want to do some changes. But overall, this will farm extremely fast. Your goal with Tieria is to get her to 100 crit chance just to make sure you are always one-shotting each different wave in there. But the attack boots will make the overall process even faster. So you just set that to farm. The reason you farm this is you're going to get your stigma, which you will trade in for penguins or promotion materials. And if you trade in for penguins, you can sell the penguins for the extra gold. So you can sell penguins to get a bunch of gold on your account. Getting that gold, you are then able to go into the Moonlight Theater. Within Moonlight Theater, you can go in, you can buy the different passes to watch all of it, to then get the Mystic Metal rewards. Also, with doing Moonlight Theater, once you've completed Chapter 2 and fully unlocked your ML5 from here, one thing with this, if you have Spectre Tenebra right now, you can switch it one time. So you can go in, and if you want Arbiter Vildred, you can do one reset. It will give you all the resources you put in the Spectre Tenebra back. Or if you want Spectre Tenebra because you're using Arby, doesn't matter. Whichever character you have picked here, you get one free change out. And with that change out, once you do it, you're stuck, okay? But whenever you final summon this, it's going to open Moonlight Blessing 2. I will go over Moonlight Blessing 2 in the next video, but you need to get to gold 5 in arena. So to get to gold 5, just go in, keep doing battles. It's very easy. If you want to rush it, you can spend Sky Stones to buy more flags. That's perfectly fine, but that is the general things I want you to do. Now, if you're waiting to get Tamarinne, so say you're at the part, as you see, I'm only got 9 aids, but luckily I'm playing 2 accounts right now. That's part of why this is all taking so long, is I'm trying to make sure I have the best lined up step-by-step process versus just throwing out random stuff. That's playing 2 accounts always prevents me from doing too bad of a job, I think, but it takes a ton of time. So with this, my other account has Tamarinne, so I'll be able to start working on the next episode of the guide, but you want to get this aid done while you're waiting for that. The problem is you can only do so much aid. Again, join the Discord if you're looking for guilds, and hopefully you will be able to get one, or get a guild pretty quick. So that puts me at 10. So I need 10 more. I'm going to continue watching this. I'm going to keep recruiting people to the guild as we have spots and kicking people who are inactive, but it might take me a day or 2 on this account to get it. But once I do, I'll build up everything and show you guys between the 2 accounts. Now from here, join the Discord again to get in a guild. If you're in a dead guild, it's very smart to switch guilds. The problem is there is a 24-hour cooldown when you switch guilds. So once you leave a guild, you have to wait 24 hours before you can join another one. It's the dumbest thing in the game, but it is what it is, and I understand it for higher tier guild wars. But for new players, that shouldn't be an issue that they worry about. Now, other things you can work on while you are waiting for that. Again, you can farm this right here. It's actually glitched right now, unfortunately, but you can farm this and just stock up on your charms. It's going to drop low-end gear that you need to sell. Okay, all of this, you will sell it as you are going through. So go ahead. Thunder just struck. That scared the crap out of me. But you will just go through, sell all this, and you're going to get this charm dust. With this charm dust, that's how you're going to upgrade gear. It doesn't look like a lot, but the more you farm, it will add up very quickly. So I need to hurry up and finish this video before my power goes out. With this, the other things you can focus on are going into side story. With side story, you can clear each of these different side stories to get some extra rewards. I talked about that in the last episode. And then there's also going to be the, give me 1 second here. You can also finish the labyrinth. So going through all the different labyrinth stages is going to get you a bunch of extra rewards and overall semi-decent gear sets. So going through, just fully clear each one, and as you see, you get the rewards from the chest, you get the extra charms. All of it is good resources, but there's plenty of stuff for you to work on. Now, you don't have to farm eulogy for a saint. You can also go and farm catalyst stages. So if you want to farm AP, this is important. If you farm too much eulogy, you won't have the catalyst to boost up your characters and level their skills and promote them full, or awaken them fully. So you do need to do a little bit of catalyst stage farming, which generally the stage I tell everyone to go to is just go here and go to part 6, and this is good enough. This is a pretty good value overall you get back. So either one you farm is fine. Maybe returning player and don't have eulogy, then this is going to be the place that you'll farm. And if you want to do the higher stages, you can. It all ends up the same. That stage is just really fast, which is nice. Now with leveling up your account, it's all coming down to how much stamina you spend. So with farming this, again, mine's glitched right now. This happens occasionally, but with farming this, you are going to spend a lot of stamina very quickly, and your account's going to level up very fast. In comparison to farming Wyvern, each stage takes quite a while, so you will not level up as fast doing that, and you also want to stockpile your charms before you do too much of a Wyvern farming session. This is a very important overall account management, is getting a bunch of charms before you mess with gear. So that way you can take extra gambles on gear, which I'll go over whenever we get into crafting portions. So go work on all of that. I'm going to wrap up the video here with doing some summons. So I gave you a bunch of stuff you can work on. As you see, I do have quite a bit of galaxy bookmarks I can do. I'm one off. I'm always one off, it feels like, but that just means more summons for next video. So let's go in. We got 3 ML summons. I am going to rip my mystics, and I'm going to do Harsetti. I did get Harsetti on my other account. I'm going to save my elemental bookmarks for now, and I will summon them at the start of next video. But let's go ahead in. I did promise some summons, so let's go ahead and rip. That's a 3-star, and that is Otil. Next up, that is 3-star, and that is somebody new. Come on, Spark. Please spark. It did not spark. Don't give me all 3 stars. Give me at least a 4-star, please. Another 3-star. Tough. It is what it is. You can tell there's a slight color difference between a 3-star and a 4-star. So before the book opens, you can tell. I've done so many summons in this game that unfortunately it's spoiled before it happens. But when that random little guy comes up from the side and it starts sparking when it should have been a 3-star, that feels good. So I'm going to go ahead and rip these for Harsetti. Just do the 10th summon. No luck there. This account is cursed, so those of you guys that are getting unlucky, you don't have to feel bad. As I say this, I'm probably gonna pull something here, but don't feel bad about it. As people get unlucky, luck comes in waves. Okay, that's one of the big things with gacha games is you'll go through a period of getting nothing, and then you're gonna end up getting 50 characters in a month. So, or 50 of the things you're going for. Aureus is actually really big. I'm super excited I got that. But overall, is that all my summons? Okay, that spark. When that sparks, but you have the little character come at the side, that is the best. All right, that is all my summons. So thank you guys for watching. Again, sorry this is taking so long, but again, this is not just for you guys starting right now. I'm trying to make this guide to where it will be long lasting. It will be for people who are starting the game 2 months from now. So I apologize for the wait. Trying to do the best job I can with it. Hopefully it is still helping, and I will see you all in the next part of the guide. If you're willing to subscribe, if you made it this far, I doubt too many of you are still listening, but if you're willing to subscribe, it would help me out. But have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next part.